Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Ayutthaya. We're actually about 20 minutes or so outside of the main part, the historical park area. Anyway, we're kind of to the northwest and we're at Wat Bamrung Tham. And this is an old historic temple that was probably built in the early Ayutthaya era, somewhere between 1351 and like the 1450s. The old hall, I was over here about 3 years ago and they were talking about restoring it then, and I wanted to check up on see how it's looking. It looks like they've restored the old hall. So we're gonna go look through here. I'll show you the old hall and then we'll look around the temple grounds just a little bit and let's see what we see. This is the temple grounds. So it is an active temple. Over there's the crematorium. Then they have all the halls over here for the funerals, the monk quarters, all the little shrines, all of that stuff. And then there is the new ubosot, or the new ordination hall, that's over here. And it's locked up. We're not going to be able to look inside of there. This was built in the late Ayutthaya era, and then it's been restored in the Bangkok styling that you can see. We'll look at it here in a minute. Then we have the Bodhi tree that's wrapped, have a shrine here, and then this is what brought me over here today. And it looks like they've fixed it up and it's just been done with the restoration. And we'll try to stick our head in there. Yeah, what a great example of the Ayutthaya era. So it has the chedi back there with the redented corners, and then this is a little tiny ubosot. So it's two-tiered, the roof you can see, which is a style that was popular during the Middle Ayutthaya. And then you can see it has 3 windows here, has the old crystal wall, and then it has the porch over there. And what makes this the ordination hall is you can see these bua sima stones. Usually it'll be kind of like a lotus flower type, and they've done it quite a bit different here. Has one door on the back, and sometimes they'll style these with the plates and all kinds of stuff, floral patterns. This one's just simple white. And you can see the paint on it is really fresh. Oh, what a nice little hall this is. When I came over here before, it was in just absolute terrible condition. It looked like it should have been dismantled, but the fine arts department came back in here and fixed this up quite nice. Yeah, you can see the porch on the front. A lot of times they'll put styling and stuff up there on the gable, and they'll put that little mythical bird up on the peak. But this one is just really, really plain, kind of the old style. I tell you, I get excited whenever I see these buildings. They're my favorite styling to see. All right, so let's stick our head in here. All right, so this is the inside here. Oh, this is really, really an improvement of what it looked like. And it still smells new in here. So they've came in, they've redone all the tiles. They put electricity in here. And they fixed all the doors. And then they have all these strings that tie off to the Buddha. That's part of the ceremony. Yeah, so they've came in and built all the like little shrine and stuff here for people to come and pray. And they have the candles. And they've re-gilded the Buddha and everything else. Yeah, I found the lights, so you can see it's quite a bit brighter in here. And they've redone all the cross beams. Oh, what a great little building. Oh, and check this out. So here's a picture of what it used to look like. So you can see that there was no doors on here, and the crystal wall was all fallen down. And I'll probably pin a comment to whenever I came over here last time. And the window shutters have been fixed up. I'd like to see if they'd come back in here and put some murals on these walls. Would be nice. But this just is really elegant. It's simple, just kind of what you would have seen, you know, in the 1400s or so. All right, so we saw this. Let's turn the lights off and let's go out and look at the rest of the building. Yeah, really cool. So that's the old historic part of it, and they've done a nice job with the restoration. Okay, let's go look at this hall over here really quick. Let's have a gate here. Now what this is, they call this the crystal wall, and it separates the earthly realm from the holy realm. where the temple is at. Now, what a contrast. So both of these buildings serve the same function. So you see this has the three-tiered roof, really, really high. Then it has those mythical birds up there. And then you see all the styling around the windows and everything else. You can see this is all the active temple part. So they have the monk quarters and all the halls. And over here's the main shrine. When people come up, they pray over there. And that's where the monks will be and everything. And then this goes up into the new hall. So you have the Naga here. You can see the differences. The gate. This is the Bangkok style. It's way over the top compared to what the old style used to be. These are the same Bua Sima stones. So you can see how they're shaped kind of like that lotus flower. And then you have all the different styling up here. They got the mesh to keep the pigeons out, but the pigeons are inside. So you see there's the Vishnu on the Garuda shoulder. I think that's what that is. And you see all the regular imagery and stuff like that. And then on the inside of this wall, you can see there's these little data plates. So these are people's ashes that have been cremated here at this temple. And then they've interred their ashes here in the wall. Yeah, the size difference of this is pretty apparent. That's the little tiny hall over there. And then this humongous hall here. And it looks like it is locked up. Yeah, so they have the standing Buddha image here. And you see it's like a chedi up there with all the little pieces of glass, all the Buddha imagery, the Naga, all of that stuff. And then they have the 3D carvings on the door. They got the Ruku and the Buddha under the Bodhi tree and the deer and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll take one last look. Unfortunately, we couldn't get inside of there. I'd like to see the murals or anything that they have painted. So you can see all the chedis. So that's the new, and then this is the old. It's really cool. I'm glad that they came over here and restored this. So that's this whole little temple. That'll finish up our video over here at this old historic Ayutthaya temple, this Wat Bamrung Tham. This is quite cool. I'm really impressed by how they came back in and they fixed it up. A lot of times, you know, they let these things just deteriorate and fall apart, but it is nice to see that they came in here and restored it and kind of preserving a little bit of the history here. They don't know exactly when this temple was built, but it was built here in this little community, probably expanded over time as this community grew. And this is kind of out away from the main island and the historical park, but it would have still had people that would have settled out here during the Ayutthaya era. I mean, there was 1 million plus people on the island, and so there would have been communities all around here growing rice, pretty much like they are doing today. You just go around this temple and it's rice paddies and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. And if you know anything more about this temple than I do, let me know in a comment down below. Or if you have any just general impressions of it, I'll pin a comment to the original video that I did so you could see kind of what it looked like. And I really didn't know that they were going to fix it up as nice as they did, so it's pretty cool. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and then you get to see more stuff like this. I just go around and show you things that interest me today, so here we are. So hopefully this is the kind of content you like. And if you are, then stick around and you get to see more of it. Until next time, from over here in Ayutthaya, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.